While recently looking for things to bring you, I discovered that in Portland there is the Railroad History Museum. I think that's what it's called. If not, you can see it here on the screen. But they offer rides on old railroad trains from April until October every Saturday. And then during the Christmas season, they dress up one of the trains in Christmas stuff, and it's a Christmas train. But from April to October, every Saturday, 4 or 5 times a day, you can get a ticket to ride along the Willamette River. And it's fall now, so I'm hoping that some of the trees that are along the river will be starting to turn fall colors. I hope you'll see that. In any case, if you like trains, if you like riding trains, I've actually ridden from Portland to Seattle to see a baseball game up there, and a couple of times I've rode the train from Portland to the Bay Area to visit family. So let's go get trained. You can get your tickets for the ride online at the website, and I have the website down in the description below if you're interested. Again, there's only 2 or 3 more weekends here this year, but in April it starts all over again. And again, I haven't seen what the trees and flowers look like along the river yet on the trip that we're going on, but obviously, if there's a lot of it, the blooms will be in the spring, April, May, and we're going to hopefully see some fall colors today. You can see that the wheels of these trains are fairly large. I'm 5'7", so this gives you a sense. So here's a whiteboard just before you go outside to get on the train. And you can see at this time of year, here in October, it's a nice day today. My watch says it's currently 66 degrees. It's supposed to get up to 71 here in Portland today. But it's sunny, it feels warm, it's nice, and you can see that I'm on the 2 p.m. ride, and there's only 49 people at this point, and there's something like 4 or 5 cars, so about 10 people per car. Not bad. Notice there are a lot of old codgers here, and I can say that since I just turned 75, because I'm an old codger too. There are little places here where you or your kid can mess with train stuff. Another thing that they have here is one of those roundabouts. This actually was in the old Brooklyn train yards here in Portland, and they moved it here to the train museum. It's 100 feet in diameter. Across the street from the Oregon Rail Heritage Center is Mount Hood Brewery Company, Mount Hood Brewing Company's restaurant, and part of the restaurant are a couple of cars.
Hi, welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
Anywhere you can find an open seat, yes, including the cupola.
Okay.
Welcome aboard. We have ear protection for the kids here.
So you can see what it looks like here. I'm going to go the full length. I think I'm going to go back to the caboose and go up, but we'll see. You can stand here and see out, obviously. There are benches to sit on. Here's Portland out there. They make a point to say that there are no bathrooms on board. They want you to go before you get on. And then here's just the open air one right behind the locomotive. And my sense is that every time they cross the street, by regulation, they have got to honk the horn, and it's going to be really loud. So I don't think I'm going to be here. I can't do it because of copyright restrictions on YouTube, but I'd love to use Todd Snyder's Play a Train song as the background music for this, but can't do it.
To play a train song, pour me one more round.
I'm going to start out on the bench car and see what happens. And just like every other train, there's a conductor who punches your ticket. I just had my ticket punched, and I'm not using that as a slang. Actually had my train ticket punched. There you can see it. All right. I don't know if you've watched this channel for a long time and saw last year's Portland Winter Light Festival, but Debbie and I rode the mass transit down here, Max, and then walked all over. But when we got here, we both really had to go to the bathroom, and there wasn't anything around. So it was really dark, and we went over to that building right there and made sure nobody could see us, and we relieved ourselves. See, there's a walking path along the Willamette River, and people walk and run and bike. And I've even seen people dancing as they're going. But again, that's across the river there. That's Ross Island. Ross Island right there. We're coming up to a fairly famous place here in Portland called Oaks Park, and I can tell you that many of us when we were in high school would come down here and roller skate. Delilah, if you're watching this, I know you roller skated here in the roller derby. That thing that's not together there had a big accident that was a national story about 2 or 3, sometime during the summer. I'm not sure exactly when. We're headed back now, and basically the train is just going backwards. The caboose is at the end of the train moving forward, and the locomotive is back in the back now. So that was the train ride. I enjoyed it. We didn't go as fast as we did when Debbie and I went from Rome to Florence. I think that train went a couple of 100 kilometers per hour. It wasn't as fast as when I've gone from Portland to Seattle or the Bay Area. It was a nice, slow, wonderful, enjoyable ride on a warm and sunny day. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I can always use subscribers, and if you want to help me do more of this kind of stuff, there's a thank you button down below where you can leave a tip. We've got something completely different for you next week, and we will see you next week.